Today we're talking about the king of fruits, mangoes. Imagine stepping out into your backyard and plucking a sun-ripened mango straight from the branch. That sweet, juicy taste, the vibrant colors, it's pure magic. And the best part? You can experience that magic right at home by growing your own mango tree. Now I know what you might be thinking. Growing mangoes sounds like a big project, but trust me, it's easier than you think, even if you're new to gardening. Whether you have a spacious garden or a sunny balcony, there's a mango tree out there with your name on it. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to grow your own mango tree. From picking the right variety to planting, watering, fertilizing, and eventually harvesting those delicious mangoes. So let's grab our gardening gloves and get started. First things first, let's talk about choosing the right mango variety. Just like picking out the perfect paint color for your living room, you want to choose a mango that suits your style and your space. And believe me, there are plenty of options. From the world-famous Alfonso, known for its creamy texture and delicate sweetness, to the vibrant Tommy Atkins, a supermarket staple that's as delicious as it is versatile, there's a mango variety for every taste and climate. If you live in a warm, tropical region, you're lucky enough to have the widest range of choices. But don't worry if you're in a cooler area or short on space. There are dwarf varieties like the Sweet Julie or the aromatic Malika that thrive in pots and can even handle a bit of chill. When making your decision, consider your climate, the amount of space you have, and of course your personal taste preferences. Do you prefer a sweet and tangy mango or something rich and creamy? Do you want a large, abundant harvest or a smaller tree that fits perfectly on your patio? Take your time, do a little research, and choose a mango variety that speaks to your heart and your taste buds. Now that you've chosen your dream mango variety, it's time to get your hands dirty. Well, not too dirty just yet. You have two options for starting your mango tree, from seed or with a young sapling. Starting from seed is like embarking on a little adventure. It's a bit more time-consuming but incredibly rewarding to witness the entire growing process from the very beginning. First, carefully extract the seed from a ripe mango. You'll want to choose a seed that looks healthy and plump. Next, let the seed dry for a day or two. Once it's dry, carefully peel away the hard outer shell to reveal the seed inside. This little guy is ready to sprout. Plant the seed flat side down in a pot filled with moist, well-draining soil. Make sure the pot has drainage holes to prevent the roots from getting waterlogged. Now, if you're looking for a quicker route and want to get a head start on your mango growing journey, opting for a young sapling from a local nursery is a great idea. Saplings are already established and tend to fruit sooner, which means you'll be enjoying those homegrown mangoes in no time. Whether you choose to start from seed or sapling, remember that patience is key. Growing a mango tree is a labor of love, and those delicious fruits will be worth the wait. Alright, let's talk about giving your mango tree a place to call home. Whether you're planting in the ground or a pot, creating the right environment is crucial for your mango tree to thrive. Mango trees are sun worshippers and love basking in those warm rays. Choose a spot in your garden that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. If you're planting in a pot, you can always move it around to follow the sun, but make sure it has a permanent sunny spot. Now let's talk soil. Mangoes prefer loose, well-draining soil that's rich in organic matter. Think of it as creating a comfortable, airy bed for your mango tree's roots to stretch out and grow strong. If you're planting directly in the ground, dig a hole that's about twice the size of the root ball. This gives the roots plenty of room to spread out. If you're planting in a pot, make sure it's at least 18 inches deep and wide to accommodate those growing roots. Gently place your sapling in the hole or pot, making sure the top of the root ball is level with the soil surface. Fill the hole with soil, gently firming it around the base of the sapling. And finally, give your newly planted mango tree a good, deep watering. This helps settle the soil and encourages those roots to establish themselves in their new home. Just like us, mango trees need a good balance of water and nutrients to thrive. But remember, moderation is key. Overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering, so it's all about finding that sweet spot. During the first year, your mango tree is still getting established and needs regular watering to encourage root growth. Water deeply and thoroughly, allowing the water to penetrate deep into the soil. But here's the catch. Let the soil dry out slightly between waterings. You can check the moisture level by sticking your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time. Once your mango tree is established, it becomes more drought tolerant. but it's still essential to water it regularly, especially during hot, dry spells. Now let's talk about feeding your mango tree. Just like we need a balanced diet, mango trees require a good mix of nutrients to grow strong and produce those delicious fruits. A balanced fertilizer rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium is your mango tree's best friend. Nitrogen promotes leafy growth, phosphorus strengthens the roots, and potassium encourages fruit production. It's the perfect recipe for a healthy and productive mango tree. Fertilize your mango tree every few months during the growing season, typically spring and summer. Follow the instructions on your fertilizer package for the appropriate amount to use. And remember, it's always better to under-fertilize than to over-fertilize. Just like a little trim can make you feel refreshed and revitalized, pruning does wonders for your mango tree. It's all about maintaining its shape, encouraging airflow, and preventing pests and diseases from taking hold. Think of pruning as giving your mango tree a little haircut. Start by removing any dead, damaged, or diseased branches. These branches not only look unsightly but can also attract pests and diseases. Next, focus on shaping your mango tree. If you have a small space, you might want to keep your tree compact and manageable. For larger spaces, you can let your tree grow a bit more freely, but it's still essential to remove any crossing or inward-growing branches. Pruning is best done during the dormant season, typically in late winter or early spring before new growth emerges. Use sharp, clean pruning shears to make clean cuts and prevent damage to the tree. Now, let's talk about those pesky pests. While mango trees are relatively resistant to pests, it's always a good idea to keep an eye out for any unwanted visitors. Aphids, mealybugs, and spider mites are common culprits that can suck the sap from your mango tree, weakening it and affecting fruit production. Regularly inspect your tree for any signs of infestation such as curled leaves, sticky residue, or tiny webs. If you do spot any pests, don't panic. Neem oil is a natural insecticide that works wonders in controlling pests. You can also use insecticidal soap or horticultural oil. For a more hands-on approach, try spraying your tree with a strong jet of water to dislodge those pesky critters. As your mango tree matures, you'll be rewarded with one of nature's most beautiful sights, tiny fragrant flowers bursting forth in all their glory. These delicate blooms are not only a feast for the eyes, but also the promise of delicious mangoes to come. Mango flowers are typically small and clustered together in large panicles. They range in color from creamy white to pale yellow, and their sweet, subtle fragrance fills the air with the promise of warmer days. But here's the thing about mango flowers. They need a little help from our buzzing friends to turn into those juicy fruits. Mangoes are primarily pollinated by insects like bees, butterflies, and even ants, who flit from flower to flower, transferring pollen and working their magic. While nature usually takes care of pollination, you can lend a helping hand, especially if you live in an area with fewer pollinators. Gently shaking the branches or using a soft brush to transfer pollen between flowers can significantly increase your chances of a bountiful harvest. As pollination occurs, you'll notice those tiny flowers transforming into small green fruits. Over the next few months, these fruits will grow larger and plumper, their skin gradually changing color as they ripen. After months of anticipation, the moment you've been waiting for has finally arrived. It's time to harvest those homegrown mangoes. There's nothing quite like plucking a sun-ripened mango from your own tree, its skin glowing with vibrant hues, and its sweet aroma filling the air. But how can you tell when your mangoes are perfectly ripe and ready to be enjoyed? Well, it's all about using your senses. First, take a look at the color. Ripe mangoes will typically turn from green to shades of yellow, orange, or red depending on the variety. The skin will also develop a slight glossiness. Next, give your mango a gentle squeeze. A ripe mango will yield slightly to pressure, indicating that it's juicy and ready to eat. If it's rock hard, it needs a bit more time to ripen. And finally, the aroma. Ripe mangoes emit a sweet, fruity fragrance that's simply irresistible. Hold the mango up to your nose and take a deep breath. If it smells heavenly, it's ready to be devoured. Once you've identified those perfectly ripe mangoes, it's time to harvest. Gently twist the mango upwards, and it should easily detach from the branch. Avoid pulling or tugging, as this can damage the tree. And there you have it, a basket full of fresh homegrown mangoes ready to be enjoyed in all their glory. And there you have it. Growing mangoes is rewarding, fun, and the fruit is worth every bit of effort. From selecting the perfect variety to savoring that first juicy bite, it's a journey you won't soon forget. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with fellow mango lovers,